Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. I am John Halcyon and super excited to be with you today to start our day with a little bit of taking a pause for gratitude, remembering what we're grateful for, remembering that we have the opportunity to be our best self today, which is whatever is our best self for today. So that kindness, that patience, that you give to the world could be to yourself today. Could be a little self-care, a little permission, a little rest maybe. Or you might be charged up, especially after we gather here and go, I'm going to say hello to my neighbors. I'm going to make a point to look people in the eye as I walk by and say hello and good morning. And to you I say good morning. If you're here, say hello. Say what you are grateful for, something that you are taking for granted, that you just happen to go, you know what? I keep forgetting to appreciate woven fabrics. I have not had to hunt down an animal, skin it, and wear its pelt my entire life. Look at me, living the dream. Pre-made clothes that fit me. Some of my stuff even has zippers. Incredible. I like to start with a little improv song, so here it goes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's gonna be a super duper one. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. We're gonna have some fun. Well, good morning, Brent. Thanks for being here. Gerbot, hello. Brent says, I'm walking the pup in the park. Is that a task or is that a joy? And if it is a task, can you wrap it in a way of finding the joy and the gratitude in it? Brent says, I'm extremely thankful. These temperatures are rare in Florida. Oh, it's cold. Nice. Well, it has been beautiful weather in San Diego. Being outside a lot. I'm grateful I had a lunch meeting, I had lunch with a friend yesterday, and it was nice to catch up and get some fresh perspectives on things, and super grateful for that. Continually so grateful for this new home and my partnering with Lisa in making it a home and making decisions about where things go and how we'll do this and how we'll do that. Grateful that we have someone coming today to look at the freezer door to see why it won't seal for us. And super grateful for a film that I went to last night. It was called The Gift of Grief. And it was a film created by a couple of friends of mine that I've known forever, Akira Chan and Joshua Wenner. And I've known them since we were all young burners, I guess. I mean, I remember crossing paths with Joshua when, like, early rave days. But each of us has, in this initial, like, kind of, oh wow, there's this big wide world outside of what we've known, and then really, I think, a lot of dedication in different directions to expanding our ability to serve in different ways. And Akira is an incredible filmmaker who's just been a part of a number of projects that I've not a number, but he was involved with the Bloom project that I had a little thing in. There was when I had a studio set up in Ventura, he came in to help me get the lighting and sound and everything all set up. And it's just now, let's see, what is the name of Rare Media is the name of his company. And then Joshua just does incredible men's work stuff. And I've been on Joshua's podcast as well. So they said, do you want to come to this premiere or this showing of this new film that they've made? And I was so excited. So Lisa and I had a date night and we went up there. And I think it's doing a digital premiere this week. So you look up Gift of Grief, and I'll try to get the link posted. I think it's actually in my Facebook feed, but I'll try to get it posted as well. And such a beautiful kind of permission to sit with grief, and I look at grief as something that needs to be welcomed into our experience of being a full human. I feel like that's something that we talk about here a lot, that recognition of, even in a path of gratitude, it's not one of avoiding struggles, of avoiding loss, but of recognizing that the goal is to feel it all, to have a full human experience, to experience the intensities of loss, of grief, of pain, and then gratitude in our context, in my practices, is within grief finding gratitude, not to push away the grief, not to discount it, but for me, they're so tied in that sometimes in an intense pain of loss is a recognition of why do I feel so much pain? Because of this incredible connection that I had, this incredible amount of love, the depth, the power, the significant feeling of me that this person or thing was doing. I was filled up with their light and their love, and now it is not there anymore. So part of the recognition of that vacuum, that loss, is being able to see and appreciate what was there. And I think that's, we're here to appreciate the journey. And I think that the film was really good at showing how much better our lives can be, how richer our lives can be when we let ourselves grieve and feel pain, and that through grieving we are able to love more fully. But we have to let it out. And they had cool stuff on somatic practices, and like you can't just think your way through grief. There's these body things, and it was I really recommend it. And it's cool because for people that are Burning Man people, there's a chunk of the movie about how Joshua's grief process and practices over the years has been funneled into Burning Man art and Burning Man ceremony, and it's really, I highly recommend. And the other thing that I really enjoyed was it's really a bio documentary. It's about Joshua's journey through his loss and his deep heroic journey through trying to find his healing, as well as how to find his gifts in serving others in healing. And as someone who has recorded a lot of my life and kind of has occasionally has dreams of making a film about the work that I've done in the world, it was so beautiful to see this is what it could look like if I did it really, really, really good. And so I was so inspired. Not inspired like, oh, I want to make a movie. More just like, that's like, maybe made me feel less like I need to make a movie, because like, oh, cool, that's well done. What a cool testimony to the passion that he's put into his life. So bravo. And it inspired, great conversations between Lisa and I. We had to leave before the discussion part. There's a film and then a discussion afterwards, and we had to leave before that finished. But there was so many great nuggets, great and great things that started conversations. So if you're here and want to say hello, would love to see your name and hear what you are grateful for. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Maggie. Gerbot says, I am grateful for time with friends, even though we passed on tacos. Grateful for leftovers. Whoa, a no taco Taco Tuesday. Well, I admire your restraint. I have been having so much fun with Love Monster. I think I told you I sent things like I'll get in character, and then I just want to keep making stuff. And so I was sending videos to people, and then I made a reply video. A little girl wrote me a question: "What does Love Monster want to eat?" So I made a video answering her and put it on the Love Monster YouTube channel, and then I made another video yesterday. So I'm like putting a lot of energy into my relationship with the Love Monster. It's super fun. Gerbot saying the only way out is through. So true. And the cool thing about this movie is it really focuses on men's work through grief and how discouraging and how discouraged culturally men are from really feeling, and it without being like pulling on your heartstrings. It just showed men in going through it. That's one thing that I feel like I try to do is when I am feeling super emotional and crying, I try to make that a part of my public persona, because I think it is healthy to establish that strength doesn't mean holding your emotions, holding it together at all times. Strength means having the courage to be human and not being fearful of what judgment might be shown from having a human experience, which involves grief and feeling broken. One of the people in the film and advisors to Joshua, a big thing was like, I am broken and I am whole. Like, you can be both. It's like I have these stickers that say, I am, what does it say? I am a massive fuck up. I am a divine being. Or I am a massive fuck up and I am a divine being. That idea, like, yes, we can be broken and we can be magnificent. And a true growth spiritual journey is about accepting and celebrating both. Not in like, I need to overcome all my weaknesses and become always happy and strong and at peace. Like, yeah, good luck with that. It's going, I am a human and I am not, I consciously accept the parts of myself and the parts of the human experience that are difficult, ugly by some standards. But I go through so much healing in my relationship with Lisa. Like, she is so good at like celebrating my tears. If I cry, which I do frequently in movies or in situations, she's so tender, and it's almost like she always like flirts back. Like, I get the response of like, I love it when you cry. Kind of feel, not that's over the top. It's not sexual, but it's like I love seeing you do in this state, which is really, I don't think a lot of men have that safety. Gerbot, woo, and Moosecock is here. Hello to you in Calgary. Who's thankful for a warm front rolling in. Good morning, Hope. Hope says, I see this when people try to tell me to focus on the positive, or I create my reality. Yes, and this event is still happening. Yeah, that is, I think more and more people are starting to be tuned in to the kind of mistake, the bad advice of focus on the positive all the time, and that how damaging it can be to, tell someone to buck up, or you create your own reality. It's like, well, no, sometimes there's a lot of suffering. Suffering is a huge part of the human condition. And to then add on to it, you're responsible for this. This is your fault. You just need to stop being so upset by this. It's like, oh. So it's a combination of this is real. And then there's also, I think, a legitimacy of validity to trying to work, to use some tools to process the thoughts that are causing excessive pain. Like, Byron Katie, the work that she does, I think that you can feel grief and feel pain and acknowledge your suffering, and also say, okay, there's a unhealthy thought or belief that is making me suffer longer than I have to. Like, I'm like around grief, it's unfair that they died so young because we didn't get to experience X, Y, and Z. I think you can do work on that belief. It's still have the grief and the pain and the loss, and break down that belief. It's unfair that they died so young. Like, well, and can you come to a place of accepting that the reality is what it is? This is what happened. Holding the grief, and also not having this kind of unhealthy story that makes it worse all the time. That's part of forgiveness. And the film does a really good job of talking about a lot of that stuff. Gerbot says, I'm grateful for my psych who recently retired, quite literally helped save my life 23 years ago. Grateful for her book recommendation, Feeling Good by David Burns. Such a powerful book. I have not read that, but I've heard it many times. Gerbot says, it introduced me to the power of CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, right? Because of some of my earlier jobs, I often see cock and ball torture, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you referred to. What? Oh, I said that. It made somebody want to say hello. Did someone say CBT? Yeah, we're talking about therapy. I love therapy. I know you love therapy because a healthy mind is a healthy life. Healthy mind. Actually, could you mind just chilling? Sure. All right. Okay. So the one other thing. Actually, I think I already showed you this picture. So I made this picture for Lisa and for us. The bird on the right, or one of the, is a kingfisher, which is a halcyon bird, and the other is a little bird. And so I got a print made of it. Look at that. I had to promise Lisa that we would not hang it in the house except for special occasions. All right. Well, anyone else want to share any gratitude for what's going on in their life today? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this new. I've been having this lucid coffee. It's like mushroom-based coffee that I've been having to kind of make my morning habits better. I love it, especially on days when I'm trying to like wean off of coffee. I'll do like a cup of the mushroom coffee instead, and it really has made my weaning off days better, which I do. I get up coffee, down coffee, up coffee. But they have this new product that is for sleeping that I just got my hands on. And so it's like, if you're not a coffee drinker, but like cocoa before bed, that helps you calm you and gives you good stuff. So super stoked, yummy endorsement. Fair. I'm not monetarily incentivized, but I know the people who make this and they're awesome. So I'm endorsing their integrity as people, as well as my enjoyment of this product. Good morning, Corey. Corey is grateful for the quiet of the vast desert. Then out of that quiet, beating on a set of drums. That is quite an exhilarating feeling. Ooh, thank you for sharing that. What an awesome feeling to hear through you as the sun is rising. Incredible, Corey. Thank you for sharing. Any last gratitudes? I'm grateful for this time of year. I enjoy the end of the year, especially like it's cooler in San Diego, but it's not cold. I like a good set of clouds on a cool day that's cold enough that I can wear layers, which is rarity here. I have so many great coats and I just can't wear them. And did I already mention I'm grateful for Lisa? Yes. Continually, like after the movie, we had like an hour drive home, and immediately we started like jumping into conversation about really personal ways that the movie popped questions or thoughts into our mind, and like immediately we're like woo, into, and I'm so interested in what everything she has to say, and I feel like we drop in so quick, and it's like I don't want to take that for granted. The intimacy of our minds, such a gift. Oh, Gerbot saying likes a little cocoa before bed. Well, this is cocoa that like mellows you. It's not like it doesn't like make you fall asleep. It's not a drug effect. It is, but it has actually, what has it got in it? It's got the mushroom stack has got reishi, chaga, king trumpet, and tremella. The nootropic stack has got bacopa boneri, magnesium, jujube extract, and passion flower. For cognition, memory, sleep, calm, and then the mushrooms are for relaxation, antioxidant, immunity, and skin health. So it's a little yumminess and good for the brain. Such a good partner. You're right, Gerbot. I'm so grateful. Oh, thank you, Hope. Thank you for being here. I had in my lunch yesterday, my friend who's quite been successful in his businesses, and I was explaining, what things that I do and why, and the feelings that I get from them, and it's really hard for me to explain this and how important it is for my personal practice, and I believe how important it can be for us. It's not a huge amount of time, but it can be a really significant practice into orienting towards appreciating our lives. So thank you for being a part of that practice for me. Corey saying, living just north of Big Bear, it is amazing to me that it got below freezing last night, and then it's going to be in the 70s today. Whoa, that makes it tough to pack for an overnight trip. Whew. Well, wherever you are, why don't you give yourself a hug, feel yourself being held by me and everyone here, regardless of where we are physically. Together we are in this moment, recognizing that we're so much more alike than we are different. We're on our individual journey as part of a massive human experience with our individual intensities. What a gift to be alive and experiencing and part of this collective. So let's feel connected in this moment beyond our egos, beyond our minds and thoughts, but into this just energetic intelligence of humanity as we take a deep breath in. Squeezing. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everyone here, thanks for being here for this Love Ambassador morning. Love you. Check out the movie, The Gift of Grief. It is having a video or a online premiere this week, I believe. And check out the new Love Monster Show YouTube channel. And if you need a link to any of that stuff. Oh, and I don't know if someone was still here, but was asking the price of the weekend in January, the Love Ambassador weekend, or the is $299, I believe, is the price, and that includes the ticket to the Pink Heart Party. Thanks for being here. Peace and love to you, Truth Wave. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the day.